Psalm 41, a sonnet for Herod slain. Then Herod, when he saw that he was deceived by the wise men, was exceedingly angry, and he sent forth and put to death all of the male children who were in Bethlehem and in all its districts, for 2 years old and 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had determined from the wise men. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, A voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation, weeping, and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted, because they are no more. Matthew 2:16-18. St. Nicholas entered the holy Imperium with a holy grin and passionate gait. His body floated up from Myra, and now is floating up the river of compassion. As he landed ashore in the rivers of paradise, an angel trotted up to him, a radiant cherubim, and grabbed his hand and walked him into a palace. In this palace was a garden with a hill and a Bodhi tree above it all. The palace seemed to glisten and glamour, but it wasn't clothed as a harlot's clothes. Rather, the walls seemed more real than him, and the air seemed more full of life. St. Nicholas looked around this palace of dreams, his mouth agape, unable to speak. The angel pointed forth, and he began to see children laughing and playing, their faces filled with glee. And then the angels came into frame as if visages, some holding these children, some playing, some in the air holding them. These babies couldn't be older than 2. St. Nicholas began to wonder, as he looked upon this hill. Who are these? He asked the cherub. The cherub laughed. These are the Herodian innocents, taken from the world and slashed. They were exalted as some of the souls here, and now they play with angels. As a little girl and a little boy walked together, lilies began to spring up in their path. They picked them up and smiled. Hume would probably laugh. St. Nicholas was moved to tears. The walls seemed to glisten in reply. St. Nicholas crawled his way up the hill, weeping. What he saw under the Bodhi tree was not a Buddha of a distant age, but a king in rags, the Logi, the Word of God. He wore scarlet robes and a crown of thorns, and he smiled as he walked up. Some of the children were around him, looking to what he would say. Before St. Nicholas could get a word out, the bridegroom spoke. These souls are fresh ideas, barely given form. They were taken from their mothers and slain, and now play eternally. I sometimes sit with them as you did, O saint, and look at the complexity of their souls. I knitted them, I sewed them, and they were reaped. And now they received early what they were bestowed.